Hi. So, for this one, not sure what I wanted to talk about. So, great start. Everyone's clicking off. But I I don't know, I'm tired. I just want to go to bed, but I'm really committed with this video. So, let's do it. And yesterday, I think I'm balding and I'm starting to be a bit worried about it. But this is not the video for it. And yeah, yesterday I was writing my goals. I know it's February, I know it's way too late to write your goals, but better late than ever. Because I was talking with this friend and she sent me this reel. Like it was a funny thing. Basically, someone had written down her goals and it was not going great. Like it was going the complete opposite. And it was fun and stuff, and then it was like, oh, how are your goals? And she's like, oh, I don't have them yet, I have to think about them. Like, okay, so let's make the exercise, like after the weekend, let's talk and let's have them done. Let's have them written down. And she's like, okay, cool. And then I was writing mine and I'm like, is it even like, is it a waste of time? Because I have my vision boards and I have my goals in my mind, but then writing what you want to achieve in a year when you know, maybe I'm a bit pessimistic, it's not the best time to film this kind of videos, but writing down lots of goals, knowing that I don't want to say most of them, but some of them you're not gonna accomplish just because of life. I think it's seasonal depression, like the darkness is hitting me. I live in Helsinki, Finland, and I feel like January, February are the worst months when we talk about like how do you feel and sadness and all this stuff. So it's starting to hit me a little bit. But yeah, I was writing my goals and then I was thinking, okay, what should I put? Like I want more money, I want a bigger house, I want a boyfriend. But then I was thinking, why do I want these things? Like, why do I want a bigger house? Just because, like, what's the reason? I don't need a bigger house. Then more money. Why do I need more money if I'm able to do already most of the things I want to? Let's say I was thinking the reason why I would like more money maybe is to travel, but I do that already, so maybe I would continue to do the same, but instead of going to a one-star hotel or directly a motel or hostel, maybe I would go to a really fancy hotel, but then it's still a trip. I'm still going somewhere and I'm enjoying another city, so it doesn't change that much. At least for me, when I travel, I don't travel because of the fancy things like the hotels and the trip in itself, like the flight. I travel because I want to sightsee, I want to see the landmarks, I want to get to know the city, the culture, and all of this. Maybe not the culture, but I want to see things, and this is not going to change if I have more money. And then with the house, okay, maybe it would be better for some reason to live in a bigger space, but I kind of like my space right now. It's kind of cozy. It would be better to have different spaces instead of a studio where I have my bed, there's the kitchen, and that door is the bathroom. There's no living room, it's just one space. Maybe it would be good to have different spaces, but if as of right now it's just myself, I don't think I need a bigger space. Maybe some of the things that I think I need them because it's what I see in other people. Like when they get asked, what do you want in life? They want more money, bigger places, and all these things. But I'm really starting to think that it's hard to know what you really want, because most of the things that we want them because we are comparing ourselves with other people. And I don't think that should be the right reason why we want something. And then I was writing other goals, like for example, physically, like working out and all this stuff. I feel like I'm doing a great job working out and I'm really consistent and I go to the gym quite a lot. But I would like to see improvements in some areas of my body, let's say a bigger chest, bigger shoulders, and all this stuff. So these objectives I get, because if we're talking about health or transforming physically, it makes sense because then you're healthier, you're stronger, like you will get to live a healthier and longer life. So this makes sense. But other goals, like for example, I don't know, like getting a second, not a second salary, but getting a different stream of income, that would be great. But that also means that I will have to put a lot of time and effort into something. And I've done that before and I don't mind putting the time and effort. But people always say that the most important thing in life is time. So I don't know if it's worth the time to waste so many hours, not waste, but to put so many hours into, let's say, a business. And then I will have more money if the business is successful, but I will not have the time to enjoy this money that I get. I will not have the time to travel. Basically, writing down the goals, it was helping me realize that I'm in a really good position because I work from, let's say, 9 to 4 or 5, and then I have the whole afternoon to do whatever I want. And it can be stressful, but it is not that stressful, to be honest. Like it can be stressful when I'm there, like the 8 hours that I'm working, I'm really working and I put a lot of myself, a lot of effort into it. But after work, after 4, after 5, I don't think about my job at all, which I think is really cool. And the salary is quite okay. It could be better, but it also could be worse. So I don't know, I feel like I'm content with my life, but I'm losing a little bit this passion, this drive that I used to have when I was younger. I'm 30 years old. I'm not that old. I'm not old, let's say that. But I feel like when I was in my early 20s, I was always wanting to do stuff. Like, let's say I was creating a website because I wanted a blog and I wanted to monetize that. Then I got into Fiverr and I was doing some freelancer gigs. And then I wanted to create some visuals because I wanted to sell and I wanted to write for some other platforms, putting my name out there. And I was working full time, but I was also trying to work some hours for this other company. I feel like I was doing a lot and it was fun and it helped me become the person that I am today. It made me a really hardworking person and I really value the things that I have. But I don't know if I want to do that now in my 30s, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or it's just the winter and seasonal depression speaking. But I don't know. I'm also reading this book about time. I don't know the title. Maybe I put it here. Maybe not, because I don't edit these things. But it always keeps saying that we are always trying to make time to be productive, like time management skills, all this shit. We're always trying to have more time, doing things faster, but then we don't get to enjoy absolutely anything, because when we are doing something, we want to do it fast so we can have more time later. And then in that later, maybe we don't know what we want to do with this free time. So it's a bit confusing. And basically the book keeps saying that it's okay if you want to be productive and you have a lot of time management skills and stuff, but basically is also at the same time avoiding problems, if that makes sense, because you can always make time for the things that you want. So if you don't have time for something, maybe there's a deeper issue attached to it. It's not because you don't have time, it's because you don't feel confident, or you don't feel prepared, or you feel shy, or for a million reasons, or you're scared for whatever reason might be, but usually time it's an excuse, and I don't know, it's making me think a lot. So basically I was writing down my goals, and I like some of them, and it makes me excited to start new stuff and to do new things. But also I was thinking, is this the goal in life, to just create goals, like fighting for something, trying to accomplish it? Then let's see what happens. If it ends up going great, that's excellent. If it doesn't, it's also okay. I guess you have next year to try again. So it was making me think, like, yeah, it's great to have goals because it makes you excited about something, but it's also a way to avoid the real problems. Like, why do I wanna have a side hustle? To have more money, but why do I want more money? Maybe to travel or to have a bigger space, but why do I want this? Just because other people want it? Do I really want these things? I don't know, it was making me kind of excited, but also a little bit stressed, because I feel like in the root of all of that was that I just want to enjoy my time with people that I love and people that love me, and also be a better person and maybe help others. So basically, I'm not sure how I feel about goals for 2025. Maybe I'll work on it some other day that I'm more inspired, but for now, it just helped me to realize that maybe I should focus on other things, on deeper issues, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think this is it for now. What a mess of a video, but hopefully it helps one person, and it helps me organize my thoughts a little bit, because there's a lot going on here. So when you talk about it, you are forced to organize these thoughts into sentences and stuff, so it doesn't make that much sense. So imagine here, it makes zero sense. So then when I try to explain it, at least it has a little bit more sense. But yeah, let's go. Let's call it off. Thank you, subscribe, like, all these things, and see ya.